It's almost 11 p.m. She's on the other end of the couch, scrolling her phone, legs tucked under her. You just spent 2 hours doing everything you're supposed to do. You cooked her favorite meal. You cleaned up without being asked. You even remembered that small thing she mentioned last Tuesday. And nothing, no warmth, no spark. Just that quiet, polite distance that feels worse than an argument. Your brain goes, what more does she want? Do I even matter in this relationship? Is this what love slowly fading feels like? Here's what nobody tells you, bro. She isn't responding to what you did. She's responding to how she felt while you were doing it. The meal, the chore, the memory, none of it lands the way you think. And here's the truth that changes everything. Women don't stay loyal to what you do for them. They stay loyal to how you make their nervous system feel. You're not failing at love. You just learned the wrong playbook. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly what she's actually loyal to, why the nice guys finish last story is mostly a lie, and what to start doing differently so she chooses you again, not out of obligation, but because her soul feels safe next to you. Let's get into it. Most relationships slowly fail because most couples believe the same thing. Love is earned through effort. Provide more, do more, plan the right weekend, and eventually she opens back up. But the real truth is, that's not how female bonding works. Her brain isn't keeping score of what you did. Her nervous system is keeping score of how you made her feel. When a woman feels emotionally safe with you, her whole physiology shifts. She softens. She turns toward you. She initiates. She chooses you in 100 quiet ways. But when safety disappears, even slowly, even without a single dramatic moment, something inside her pulls back. Not to punish you, not because she's cold, because her body is protecting her. That's the reframe. And once you see it, every point that follows makes a different kind of sense. Here's the part no one talks about. Most couples think the do something for her formula is enough. Cook, surprise, pay, plan. Those things matter. But they're the wrapper, not the gift. The gift is how she felt inside her body while it was happening. Did she feel seen? Did she feel chosen? Did she feel your presence or a performance? Most couples never realize they're performing, because performing still looks like love from the outside. But her nervous system reads you before her mind can catch up. A man can do everything right and still leave her feeling completely alone. Because tone travels faster than action. The way you looked at her across the table. The way you put your phone down when she talked about her day. Those 30-second moments, not the big ones, are what she's loyal to. Disconnecting. Yeah, I made dinner. You want a trophy too? Connecting. I wanted tonight to feel easy for you. Sit down. I've got it. Same task. Two completely different women on the other end. And something in her quietly registers. He didn't just do something for me. He actually thought about what I needed. That's the shift that turns a relationship that feels like a negotiation into one that feels like a refuge. Most couples read her questions as doubt. Why didn't you text back? Why were you on your phone? The average guy hears rejection, argues back, defends, and pulls further away from her. But here's the deeper truth. She isn't asking because she thinks you're guilty. She's asking because she's gauging whether it's safe to attach to you. Her attachment system is running a check, not on your behavior, but on your willingness to stay emotionally present when she leans in. Criticism always feels like rejection to the person on the receiving end, even when it's delivered quietly. That's the anxious wiring underneath what looks like doubt. The moment you stop being defensive and start being curious, tell me what's underneath that for you. Her whole body changes. Because you just became safe. Not perfect, safe. And when you do that, the walls between you start coming down without either of you saying a word. Here's what most couples never figure out. Most men are trying to fix. She says she's overwhelmed, and they say, okay, let's make a list, let's solve it. They're not wrong to help. But that's not what she's asking for. She's asking to be felt before she's fixed. That's the whole thing. Women bond to men who can hold space for their emotional experience without rushing to repair it. When a man can simply stay, not fix, just stay, her nervous system registers that he's emotionally available. Not your salary, not your muscles, not your potential. Your presence in her hardest moments. Disconnecting. Her. I just feel so drained lately. Him. Yeah, drink more water and go to bed earlier. Connecting. Her. I just feel so drained lately. Him, come here, you don't have to figure it out tonight. And what's quietly moving through her is, I forgot how good it feels to be chosen when I'm not even at my best. That's what real intimacy is built on, man. Not grand gestures. Just someone who stays. Most couples fall into the same trap without noticing it. You start dating. She becomes the person you're trying to win. You study her, improve for her, shape yourself around her preferences. In the beginning, it works. She loves feeling chosen. But here's what no one tells you. After a while, that version of you feels hollow to her. Women can sense when a man is performing versus when a man is being himself. Loyal love doesn't come from being impressive. It comes from being real. Her nervous system is scanning constantly for authenticity, not perfection. Authenticity. The man who can say, I don't know, or I was wrong, or I'm struggling right now, without losing his frame. That man becomes her safe place. Not louder conversations. Not more compromising. Not scheduling a weekly check-in. But two people who actually feel safe enough to be honest with each other for the first time in years. That's when your partner stops feeling like a problem to manage and starts feeling like a person to come home to. Here's what changes everything. Most couples are generous with words, but cheap with presence. You tell her she's beautiful, but you're scrolling while you say it. You call her strong, but you're nowhere near when she actually breaks down. You say you respect her, then interrupt her every third sentence. Praise without presence reads as polite, but her nervous system registers it as distant. She doesn't want to be applauded, she wants to be attuned to. This isn't a communication hack, this is just what two emotionally mature people naturally do. Not bigger words, not sweeter phrases, not louder affirmations, but presence, the kind where your eyes actually land on her and stay. The kind where your body turns fully toward her when she speaks. The kind where you don't finish her sentence for her. And what's moving through her? Something in her is quietly saying, he's not just saying he loves me. He's showing me I matter in a way I can actually feel. That feeling, bro, is what women stay for. Not for years. For decades. This one runs deep. Most couples drift into unspoken contracts. She shapes herself around you. She stops saying the things that might cause friction. She laughs at jokes she doesn't find funny. She becomes smaller without noticing. For a while, the peace feels good. But underneath, she's not getting more comfortable. She's getting more afraid. Afraid that if she shows the real version of herself, you'll withdraw. Afraid that if she asks for what she actually needs, you'll punish her for it. A woman afraid in a relationship cannot be loyal in the way you actually want. Her loyalty runs on survival, not love. When you create the kind of space where she can tell you the hard things, I don't actually like that, I need more, I'm not okay, without you collapsing, getting defensive, or disappearing, something in her unlocks. Because she finally loves you without disappearing inside the love. Here's the one that ties it all together. Most couples think love lives in the good moments. The anniversary dinner. The vacation. The night you finally got everything right. But here's the real truth. Love doesn't live there. Love lives in what happens 30 seconds after you mess up. The repair. The moment you walk back into the kitchen after the argument and say, I didn't handle that well, and I'm sorry. The pause where you choose curiosity over being right. These aren't small moments. They're the foundation. A woman's nervous system doesn't track whether you're perfect. It tracks whether you're safe after imperfect. That's the entire anxious avoidance cycle in one sentence. She pulls because she's scared. You pull because her pulling scared you. Nobody repairs. Drift begins. But the man who can repair, quickly, sincerely, without making it about himself, breaks the cycle at the root. And something in her starts to say, he doesn't just love me when I'm easy to love. He loves me when I'm hard. That's the man I'm staying for. That's what women are loyal to, man. Not the gesture. The repair. The return. The willingness to come back and stay soft while you do it. This isn't the checklist. It's an invitation to show up differently, and that changes everything about what's possible between you and the person you chose. When you internalize this, you stop reacting and start responding. And your partner will feel the difference before you've even said a word. The relationship you want starts the moment you stop waiting for it to get better and decide to be what makes it better.